What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast. I feel like I get louder every time we record the show.
What's going on, everybody?
I just want to if we're on your podcast feed and you have it on shuffle or something, I want to blow your eardrums out.
Yeah, I mean that's
because sometimes I'll fall asleep with I haven't done it recently, but sometimes if I can't sleep or something, I'll throw on a podcast and just listen to it. And then sometimes, every once in a while, some of the shows I listen to, their music intro is super cranked up, and I'll wake up kind of startled. But so that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. So
for a second, I thought you were gonna say sometimes when I try to get to sleep, I'll listen to our own podcast. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's I hate the sound. I think most people are the same way. You hate the sound of your own voice when you listen to it. So it's you listen to it and you're just so cringy, and you're it makes you fall asleep. So, I don't know.
I can't listen to this. I gotta go somewhere else. I gotta get to sleep.
Yep. So welcome back to the show, guys. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick, as always.
As always, we're here. It is April 19th. Dude, just flying through this month.
Flying through the year, man. It's flying.
Yeah, it is straight flying. Things are ramping up. I got plans now. I got vacations planned. It's looking like it's going to be a busy summer. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun summer. It's going to be, we got hot girl summer. We got hot boy summer. We got hot everybody summer here.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. The weather has been nice. I've been doing a ton of yard work. Mm-hmm. I rewired something for the first time. I installed a new light. We had a carport light that went out, and I had to I shut the power off to the house and rewired it. Man, it was a good time. I feel like I can accomplish anything at this point now.
You've probably hit every single profession, being a homeowner, plumber, electrician.
Yeah, it may not be the greatest work done, but yeah, you kind of hit everything. You come in expertise at yard work, and just kind of hit everything. I built a PC, man. 2021 is the year.
It's coming up. It's coming up, Harrison.
It's the year. It's the year. But yeah, we're in a little bit. We're gonna be talking about. Let's see. We got the Resident Evil showcase that aired last Thursday. Some good stuff from there. We're gonna talk about Sony's kind of backtrack on their shutting down the PS Vita and PlayStation 3 store. And it kind of happened with. A lot of gamers got really mad with Microsoft and Xbox with the whole increasing the Xbox Live Gold memberships. I think a lot of gamers got together and did kind of the same thing. So companies are listening to you. You just have to get mad.
Listen, you just got to shout loud enough.
Yeah, you got to shout loud.
Sometimes.
And us gamers are very passionate about stuff.
That's one word for it.
Especially on this show. We get very passionate about our showcases and Nintendo and lack thereof stuff. So but before we dive into all that goodness and what we've been playing, Nick, how was your week?
My week was very fun. I went on a bachelor trip to Asheville, North Carolina, with 9 other guys.
Nice.
We went to some breweries in Asheville. We played disc golf around there. We had a beer Olympics and played a bunch of various beer drinking games
very nice
beer die, beer ball, Stump. I don't know if you ever played Stump before, but it's very fun. You take these nails and you slightly nail them into a stump, and you flip them. And
I think I actually saw that last night on I think TikTok or something.
Oh, nice.
Scrolling through and saw it. But how does that game work?
So everyone has a nail, and the goal is to flip the hammer. And wherever you catch it, you have to nail in someone else's hand, or you have to nail in someone else's nail. And the goal is to get everyone else's nail completely into the stump.
Okay.
And if you flip it once, you get 1 hit. If you flip it twice, you get 2 hits, but it's a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah.
And then if you flip it behind your back or under your legs, or flip it 3 times, you get some more hits. But
Nick, that sounds very dangerous.
It has never ended in injury from the times I've played it, but I guess the more you drink,
Yeah.
the more inclined you are to try, double flips and triple flips and whatever have you. But it's an extremely fun game. Would highly recommend for any group of people.
Drunken shenanigans.
Yeah, for any drunk idiots, I would definitely recommend Stump.
Well, I love being a drunk idiot, so that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. So there's a phenomenon that I've realized, because all my friends are getting married, so they've all had bachelor trips.
Yeah.
But there's a second when you walk into an Airbnb, when you first get there and you're really excited, the house is exciting and you're so pumped to be there. But by the end, by Sunday, you can't get out of the house fast enough. You really do just hate everything about the house when you're leaving. It's just, it's just slightly overstayed its welcome by the time you're leaving. You're like, all right.
Well, it's a bachelor trip, so you pretty much stay drunk the entire time except when you're sleeping. You wake up, you drink. I mean, by the time, I mean, even some weekends here at my house, when if we drink like heavy Friday and Saturday, on Sundays I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to like lay down and do nothing. So I can get that, especially when you're not at home and you just want to drive home and go home and just
and be by yourself and
be by yourself. And definitely understandable, especially when you're with a bunch of other people too. So
I got back and my fiance Alicia, she asked me if I wanted to go like to Target, and I was like, I really don't. Like, I do not want to go anywhere.
I love Target, trust me, but
I love a good Target trip, but not on that day. But how's your week?
It was good. It's been super nice all week. We I bought Kellen, my son, my 3-year-old son. We redid his room a couple weeks ago. Got him a new bed. I got him a new TV for his room, and he's been loving it. It was kind of one of those situations. So I brought the TV, and Brittany, my wife, she was like, "No, he doesn't need a TV in his room." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Okay." And then I went to Walmart with him, and I found a TV for $100.
Okay.
So. And a point crossed my mind because it's a 720p TV. It's a Roku TV. He's 3 years old. He doesn't need 1080p or whatever. But it kind of hurt my heart a little bit that I was going to get him something that low of quality.
Oh my God, man. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know, but I know. And I would never do that to myself.
Tell me you didn't.
No, I didn't do anything. I got him a 720. It was $115. Roku TV.
How big are we talking?
32.
Solid.
Couldn't go anything lower. Brittany wanted to get him like a 24, and I was like, I can't do it. As a consumer of electronics, I cannot get my son anything lower than a 32.
You're almost cursed. You're cursed in that regard.
Yeah, because you want nice stuff, and not just for yourself, but for your kids. They gotta have good stuff. So I got that for him. He's been loving it. I mean, he's been waking up every morning and like watching about 20-30 minutes of TV before he comes out of his room. On Saturday, I got up and went to Home Depot, as I do, and got a new light fixture because our carport light it had actually gone out like a month or two ago. And I've just been kind of lazy about getting it fixed because I knew, because like the actual casing around, so it was just a light bulb, so it wasn't anything fancy. So it was just like a light bulb coming out of like the ceiling or whatever in our open carport. So I knew I had to get something nice. So I went to Home Depot, found something, got home, turned off all the power. Of course, like as soon as I did, Kellen's like, the TV won't work. I'm like, buddy, I have to turn it off, otherwise I'm gonna electrocute myself. So I turned the power off, got everything ready. A little bit more complicated than I thought because I have to like wire stuff, and it's very hard. I had to go borrow our neighbor's ladder because the ceiling itself is, I don't know, 15 feet off the ground. So I had to get on the ladder, and I had to get like almost to the very top of it. So like it's already kind of scary because and I'm not really afraid of heights or anything, but when you're on a ladder, it's a little bit different.
Falling and dying,
Exactly. So I had like 2 drills on me, like a screwdriver. I had to like hold the fixture up in the air with one hand, and the other hand I had to wire it because the wire only came down so far.
Right.
So I had to wire it, and then while I'm doing that, I have to screw it in and then screw in the actual fixture. It was a little scary, but I got it done, and then I put some nice lights up around like in the yard and stuff. So yeah, just doing my kind of like my dad duties of keeping the yard nice.
Your
Cut some
daddy
grass.
duties.
Yeah, the daddy duties. The daddy duties.
Daddy.
To keep the yard looking nice. And then today we actually went and our freaking, I swear, like whenever like tax money comes, like stuff just wants to break. Like two years ago, for like not this year, but for like 2 or 3 years in a row, every year like one of our animals wants to get like super hurt. Like the year before that, Iris got hit by a car. Our lab got cancer and he ended up passing, but we had to spend a lot of money on him, like getting like the whatever, all that stuff, and then like the cremation and stuff. So, and then the previous year was, I think Iris had done something else, I don't know. So it's just been like every time we get money, we have to like spend it for, just stuff that breaks. So yeah, it's been cool. It's been a good week, man. It's getting nice outside.
Yeah, it is.
It's warming up.
Nice.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. Loving it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. And then we haven't, I don't think we talked about it last week, but or I think we had just gotten our shots or whatever for COVID. And then that news broke about the clots, which, I mean, 6 people out of millions and millions.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they recalled it, considering.
Well, they didn't recall, they just paused it.
Well, they paused it, yeah, to I guess do further research, to see if more people get it.
And it's really to prepare hospitals and pharmacies and whatever for those symptoms. If people are coming in saying, hey, I got Johnson & Johnson and I have these symptoms, they'll know how to treat it. So I think it's more so that, like,
yeah,
like what you said, 6 out of 6 or 7 million, like that's a pretty insignificant number when you think about it. Definitely less of a chance of that happening than getting COVID. So
yeah, which is it's only been women, and it's been from like anywhere between like 16 and like 50.
Yeah, so it's a odd age range.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but still, I mean, still kind of scary when you just get it something injected that's, not necessarily super tested and kind of, well known or whatever. And then you're like, then all of a sudden you see the pause or whatever that they got announced. You're like, like our dad texted us. I was like, oh my God, what did we put into our bodies and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we'll be fine. We're all like pretty healthy people.
We just can't get past the 2-week mark.
Yeah.
You might already be there. But yeah, you got more days.
Yeah, I got until Thursday, I think, is when mine. And then I also had to get, like, my doctor called me, or my nurse, I guess, whatever, called me. And she's like, hey, we signed you up for B12 injections for the next 4 weeks. I was like, first of all, what is that? Like, what am I scheduling? And they're like, oh, you're from your blood work that we did a couple months ago. Your B12 was low, which happens to do with my, not disease, but my hypothyroidism, whatever it is. It's just like kind of a part of that. It's basically when it's low, you don't metabolize as well. Like, it's not as fast. And I guess you can have low energy, but they're like, you need to come here for the next 4 weeks to get these injections. And I'm like, well, I haven't heard anything like this. My doctor hasn't called. And then I was like, what is B12? And the nurse was like, well, I don't actually know. And I'm like, what? She's like, well, I'm just like a scheduling nurse. But she's like, I'll have someone call you. And then it was like 3 hours later, someone called me and didn't really explain it to me. Luckily, I'd already looked it up. I knew what it was. But
so you have to go once a week for 4 weeks?
Once a week for 4 weeks. And I'll tell you, going from that shot from the COVID shot was like night and day. It was super smooth. I didn't even feel the needle go in. It's like crazy. Like, that COVID shot was kind of nasty. Not to scare anybody, but it was a little rough.
Yeah, and this is the J&J.
The J&J, yeah. Which I don't know what the difference in pain level, like the Moderna and the other ones are, but yeah, it was rough for like about 5 seconds of it going in, and after after it was finished, it was, I didn't really feel anything else after that. But yeah, it was a little rough. But that B12 shot compared to that was was a cakewalk.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah,
it's good. Shots are back to normal for you now.
Yeah. So
Nice.
but yeah, that was my week. It was a good week. It was a good week.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, what we've been playing this week? Start us off.
Yeah. So I started playing a little bit of Maneater. It was it's solid. It's not great.
It's not great, but
did you play it?
Yeah, I played like the first hour or so.
Yeah, that's about where I played. I don't know if I'm gonna go back, to be honest. It's all right.
Do you have to grind? Like,
yeah, so it's like it's very it's almost built like an old school, like not quite in 64, but like just like an old school kind of character action, like PS2 game, I guess. I mean, it's really pretty. Just like looking at it, it looks pretty nice with it being optimized for the Series X and S. But the actual like gameplay is okay. Like the controls, like the fighting controls are kind of weird, and but I do like kind of like the premise of it. Like it takes place like you're almost like on a Discovery or Animal Planet like TV show. So there's like a narrator that's constantly like, narrating like what you're doing and stuff like that. So it's definitely like cool tongue in cheek. Yeah. Kind of concept. So it's cool. Maybe I need to play it more as it kind of opens up, because like you get like certain abilities and stuff with the shark. But yeah, it's not great. It's okay right now.
I got to the point where I had to fight these alligators.
Yeah, I got destroyed by those things, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's like I was like level 5 and they were level 8, and they would chase you forever. And like, the only other fish that were around me were like level 2 or 3, and I was like, I don't want to grind on these fish just to level up to fight an alligator, just to have to do that again.
There's like chests and stuff you can find that like gives you like significant like XP and other stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've only played like an hour of it, but it's okay. I mean, it's solid. It's definitely, I would definitely not pay $40 for it. I got it for 20. I think that's probably pretty fair, right, for what I mean. And it may get a lot better. Like I said, I've only played an hour, but from what I played, I'm not like super into it.
Not blown away.
No, I'm not blown away. What else I've been playing? Been playing a lot of Outriders. I'm at the point in the game where I think I'm level 25.
Okay.
And I've had to start to drop down the difficulty for the world tiers.
What world tier were you on?
I'm on 7, but like the last probably 10 encounters, I've had to drop it down to 5, if not lower, just because like I think at this point it expects you to play with other people. And I've just been playing solo, because like you get pretty overwhelmed really quickly with enemies coming at you, and especially like the kind of the bigger like boss enemies. It gets really difficult. And yeah, I think it expects you to have more people playing with you.
Some other people.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Like I'm starting to get like a ton of like epic weapons. A couple of, I think I've only got 1 legendary item so far. But yeah, you starting to unlock some really, really cool guns. The fact that like you can, once you equip a gun, or you get a gun, like you get that gun's ability. So if you take your items to the shop and upgrade, you can pretty much like plug in any ability that you want to the gun. So like,
okay,
I'm having a kind of a blank on exactly what the abilities are, but you can kind of relate them to like the current powers that you are using, which is really cool. So you can kind of like build your own style of like pyromancer or trickster or whatever, technomancer or whatever it is. So like it's pretty, you can get pretty complicated with the kind of builds that you want to build.
Nice.
I've unlocked all the powers that I'm pretty sure that I can unlock, which is kind of a bummer considering like you unlock them at level 22, and I think there's 50 levels. And the last couple of powers I haven't really enjoyed, but maybe I just need to like kind of play with the different combinations of it. But like the kind of the combo that I have now, I really like. But yeah, that game is great. I've had I've seen a lot of people like have trouble with it, like still with like getting online, connected online. It's an always online game, which can be weird because if you just want to play in single player, so it's like, again, I feel like this game is going to be built to be like a live service game, but was maybe kind of reworked towards the end. Maybe with like Avengers not working out. Not sure if that's the case. That's pure speculation on my part, but it is still weird. So like if people get disconnected from a server or like their internet goes down, like they get disconnected from the game, that could be a huge bummer for a lot of people. Luckily, I haven't had like any problems or like any glitches or anything. I'm playing on the Series X, so maybe that's why. But yeah, still really enjoying it. We still need to play co-op though.
I know I've been really lazy with playing games this week. Like I just I don't know what it is like. So my
I mean, you've been going so hard with Monster Hunter and stuff. Like sometimes you just need that break.
I know. I feel bad for not playing it right now, but
yeah.
Yeah, my Switch is having some trouble. So even when I don't have a game paused, when my Switch is asleep, the battery's draining rapidly, like pretty fast. Like probably less than a day, it'll be dead. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Like I don't know what to do. I didn't really change anything, and my Joy-Cons are charged. Like I know sometimes your Joy-Cons will drain your battery if they're not charged, but those are charged. I don't know what to do. Aside from wait for the Switch Pro to come out, or just play on my Switch Lite. I could just do that too, but subtle flex. But
yeah, but I mean, it works like just fine when it's docked, right? Like the battery. Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if I was to say if it doesn't like hold a charge even docked, then it's definitely got some sort of battery issue.
But I wanted to play Outriders. Like I played a little bit last week, and kind of same story as you. I unlocked some additional powers, and I really just liked the base powers that I had.
Yeah,
like the base whatever the LB and RB powers. I just really like those, but maybe I need to play around with that some more and see. Are you close to the end? Do you think?
I'm not really sure. It's I don't want to spoil anything because I actually do kind of like the story.
What?
Well, people have been like hating on it, and calling it trash and stuff. So, but I mean, whatever, man. I mean, it's up to you, to your opinion. I don't know. I heard the campaign was pretty like decently long, and with me trying to keep it at like a higher world tier. I guess for people that don't know what the world tier is in Outriders, it's basically like the difficulty. The higher the tier, the stronger enemies are, but the greater chance that they drop like legendary items and epic items and stuff like that. So you can kind of put it on like very easy, but the odds of you getting better gear are like pretty low. So I've been trying to keep it around like the 5 to 7 range just to keep my chances high. So I'm sure if someone's just plowing through it on easy, it's probably much shorter, I'd imagine.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting close. I don't know. I have no idea. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. It's. I mean, with those games, it can get kind of hard to tell when you're just doing quest after quest and not really seeing an end in sight. So
yeah. It does have like I was mentioning with the upgrades and stuff. It has like one of the coolest kind of like upgrade mechanics in a game I've seen. Just as far as like the level of detail that you can use or do to upgrade your weapons and your powers and like your armor capabilities and stuff like that. So it gives you like a lot of options to kind of play around with that perfect build style that you like to play as. So it's pretty in depth with that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that's probably it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope, I think that's it. Well,
Nice.
anything else you've been playing?
Just been dabbling in Monster Hunter Rise some more, of course. I still want to like try out multiplayer and just see what that's like. I heard it was really, really fluid and easy to match up, so I need to try that out. And then I've been playing Resident Evil 7 again.
Nice.
You know that it's the yearly playthrough.
It's a good game, man.
Just that Resident Evil hype playthrough. Just getting ready for.
Did you ever 100% that game?
No, I never did. So I'm playing it on the Xbox now. I played it on the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Before, and I played it through like 2 or 3 times, but never 100%ed it. So
yeah.
Now I'm like pretty much starting over on the Series X.
Yeah.
I wish I could like transfer my progress somehow, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but that's a great game. Like, and it looks beautiful. Like, I don't think I'd ever played it on. Well, I never had a Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, so I never played it on like an upgraded console. But it looks really, really good on the Series X.
Yeah, I might have to try that.
Yeah. I mean, you 100% of that, right?
Oh yeah. I platinumed that game.
I
didn't do the DLC, so maybe I wonder. No, I don't think the DLC is on the Series X Game Pass.
No, you have to buy it. It's like $8.99 for the banned footage, and then $13 for End of Zoe. I downloaded what is it? Not a Hero, Chris's kind of story.
I played that on the PS4.
Okay,
I think that was free.
Yeah, that one's free. Yeah, so I downloaded that one. I'm gonna play that.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. I'm so excited for Resident Evil 8. I am like so pumped. Like, I like the showcase. I kind of wish we got a little bit more like gameplay instead of just kind of a story trailer. But I mean, obviously we'll be getting that demo shortly, anyways. So I don't need to say anything at this point. I'm good to go.
Oh, man, yeah.
So I'm
hearing it's like a mix between 7 and 4 is like pretty much the perfect combination.
Yeah, for sure. Whew. Anything else that you've been playing before we dive into the old news?
I think that's it.
Cool. I still have not received that document, Nick. So if you want to let me just check my spam, maybe.
I can run us through it if.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
Oh, nope. I think I actually just got it.
Heck yeah.
Look at my spam.
It was because I didn't put a subject in the email.
Oh, gotcha.
I knew I should have put a subject.
Let's move to my inbox.
Well, while you're doing that, I can go over the first thing here. So this is pretty exciting. The Nintendo Switch Lite is getting a new color. Yeah, it's coming out on May 21st. It's a blue-ish color.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful blue is what they call it.
Beautiful blue.
Yeah, it looks really, really awesome. I almost wish this color was out when I picked up my Switch Lite, but
yeah, Nintendo has done it again with these freaking colors.
There's some baller colors.
They really do, man. I hate them, but I love them because I want them. But I'm not spending $200 right now for a Switch. No. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Like, yeah, like you said, that would have been the color to get.
Yeah, that would have been the one. I mean, how many new colors have they released? I know they had the pink.
Just the pink, just the coral, and this one is the new color.
Was there not a turquoise?
There's turquoise, black, and yellow. That was the initial launch lights, and then they added the coral, and now the blue.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there were 6, but
no,
it looks like there's
the Pokemon one.
The Pokemon one. There's a Pokemon Switch Lite.
Yeah, there's like a the Sword and Shield Pokemon Switch Lite.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. That one's pretty nice, actually. It's like gray, and it's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's just 5. Okay, confirmed. Yep. Just
confirmed.
Confirmed here first. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you're not going to pick this up, but
No. Now, if they made like an atomic purple, like a clear purple one, oh yeah.
I don't know why they haven't. Like that would be like that would just capture the nostalgia of the GameCube. Or, no, not GameCube. The Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Game Boy
Like,
Advance.
Yeah, N64 had like the atomic purple.
Yeah, N64 as well.
Yeah, like I've seen like mods that people have done for the Switch with that color. And they're really cool looking. I wish again, Nintendo, they just give the people what they want, and it'll sell like gangbusters.
So with this coming out in May, this is an interesting time period because
May 21st. Yep.
May 21st. I feel like this sets them up perfectly for announcing a Switch Pro during E3. Because the Switch new color will already be out. You know, that'll have done its thing for a few weeks. Had those initial sales. I mean, I'm assuming it's not going to sell like gangbusters. Like it's just going to be.
Yeah, it's just another color variant. I'm sure there will be people that'll get it because they want to just collect them all.
Yeah.
So, but are you pretty confident at this point that we'll get the Pro, like news release at E3?
I'm feeling confident.
It's June, so I mean that's typically when consoles get announced.
I think we'll see
normally
the Switch
like
Pro
pre-COVID or whatever. So
yeah, unless there's like any manufacturing constraints or like constraints on any of the pieces that go into the Switch Pro. I think it'll get announced at E3 along with a release date for Breath of the Wild 2.
So
I think it'll be holiday.
That being said, if they're going to coincide Breath of the Wild 2 with the Switch Pro, where do you think, if there's a Zelda 35th anniversary direct, where do you think that falls into it? Do you think that's going to fall into the E3 stuff? Or do you think it'll be its own separate? I mean, that could be really, like, imagine if they did E3, they had the Zelda news and then whatever other stuff they got coming. That could be like one of the greatest directs ever.
Well, now we know it's not going to happen because of
because it's too easy.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Because when do they wait until like September?
Do they wait until after Skyward Sword HD to actually do Zelda stuff?
Because I'm hoping that if they do it before Skyward Sword, that we get some sort of like additional content for Skyward Sword, like added in whatever, like another dungeon, something to like maybe entice you to spend $60 or to, you know, for people that are kind of like on the fence or whatever, like something like, because I mean it's got amiibo support in it, that's confirmed, but we don't know what that does. So maybe like if you have an amiibo, it'll unlock like a dungeon or something. Who knows?
I don't think they're gonna do much for this game.
I don't think so either. And I think just because this has only ever been released once, so I guess they can get away with it.
I'm still on the fence about Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah, I got mine pre-ordered.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm a freaking sucker, man. Or maybe they'll like announce some sort of like pre-order bonus, or I don't know, something else that goes with the game. Because like Link's Awakening had like that nice like kind of booklet that came with it or whatever. Granted, that was $10 extra, but it was worth it. It was a cool book.
You know, it's not very often that both of us don't finish a Zelda game, because you didn't finish Skyward Sword, right?
No, and I had gotten it again, and I started playing it, and I was like, you know what? I got a feeling this is going to get released again on the Switch, and then sure enough, so I've got it. So, and at this point, I'm just going to wait. Yeah, and I just want to play without motion controls. It's pretty much what it is now at this point. Now that I know that it's coming.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we could have like a huge E3 this year for Nintendo, and I hope we do. I hope we get some like Switch Pro announcement with Zelda.
The gamers need it, man. We need. Like, I'm excited for E3 just because like I like, and we talked about this before, but I like just 1 week of just news that you can't. It's so much news that you can't even comprehend. I want that. You know, I want that. You know, it's we did the thing last year. COVID obviously was the major impact of it. And that's fine. We got some really good stuff. Sony had a great show. Microsoft had a couple of okay shows. And then we had a couple of Nintendo stuff that was decent. But yeah, we need that combination of everybody coming together. Yeah, as a celebration of gaming.
And we haven't had an E3 since we started this podcast.
No, we haven't. Yeah, because we started in 2019, late 2019. So yeah, we haven't had a big like E3 week. So that's gonna be exciting.
The closest thing we had was the Game Awards. Yeah, and that was a fun stream.
That was fun.
The one last December. Oh God.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out because it's what the 12th through the something I can't.
12th through the 15th, I think.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be like that Sunday we go, right?
Yeah.
When it starts. Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll figure something out where we can either record a stream or something.
Who will be that Sunday? Isn't Bethesda normally on Sunday?
I don't know if they've announced exactly. Normally, yes. Normally it was Bethesda that kind of kicked it off. And then I think Microsoft was on Monday. And so I think Sony was on Wednesday, Nintendo on Tuesday, maybe something like that.
Sounds right.
But yeah, I'm excited for some good old.
That's right around the corner. I mean, that's only 2 months away. It's coming in pretty hot. So
yeah, we're starting to ramp up with some good old gaming.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pokemon coming out next week, right?
Next week.
Next Friday?
Yeah, not this Friday.
The next Friday. Are you picking?
I'm waiting for reviews.
I'm surprised they haven't done like another video. I bet they'll do some sort of direct, maybe.
You think so? I think they've shown a lot of stuff on this game.
Have they?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that much.
Just YouTube Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of new videos that they've posted.
Cool.
But yeah, it looks pretty great. I just want to wait for some reviews just to see the length of the game, replayability, all that stuff.
Do we know if it's co-op?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
And I mean, we both know we're only going to play this game for 7 days until Resident Evil 8 comes out. So.
Yep, pretty much.
Which
I don't feel bad for not double dipping, but for buying a game and then immediately buying another game because we'll just we'll split the costies on Resident Evil, so it's all good.
Exactly.
So, what's next?
So the PS5 finally got an update to add in additional storage or expandable storage. You can't play the games off that storage.
Right. Yep.
But you can store them there.
Which Xbox already has, where you can store it, but you cannot run it, right?
Yeah, and you can only run. Well, no, you can run a non-Series X game off of the storage.
Yeah. But can you store Series X games on like a hard drive and not run it? Okay,
I think you can, but you need that proprietary storage to run it. But yeah, PS5. I don't know if PS5 is going to get like a proprietary storage option or not, but this is kind of like the best option right now because it's kind of a bummer because PS5 only has, at the end of the day, about 680 gigabytes or something like that of storage.
Yeah, it's pretty low compared to like the 800 or so I think you get with Series X and S, right? Or
yeah,
X,
which is arguably also low.
It is. I think considering like Master Chief Collection, Gears 5, Call of Duty, they're all well over 100 gigabytes. Which they're saying that like the game shouldn't be as big anymore, I guess, because they're able to optimize stuff better.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work out in the future, but we'll see.
I think it's the multiplayer games that are causing the most bloat. I think like,
yeah.
I mean, Hitman like that. I think they had like a bundle or something and actually reduced the file size.
Okay.
Of Hitman 1 and 2. So there are definitely some there's some way being paved for smaller like for smaller storage space, but
yeah. Well, and I think a lot of
Put in
games
there.
too are pretty smart about allowing you what to like. For Call of Duty, for instance, I mean, you can play the campaign and then uninstall it and just play multiplayer. So like, I think a lot more companies, games are going to start doing that, giving you the option to delete the single player campaign once everything's said and done and you're done with it.
Yeah.
To keep up with storage stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. What else we got? We got a Nindy's presentation.
Almost forgot that happened. I didn't watch a ton of it. It was pretty long, wasn't it? Like it's
like 20 or 30 minutes, I think.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the Microsoft thing. Never mind. I'm thinking of the Xbox.
Was there anything from here that stood out to you?
Not really. I watched like some of it and kind of had it playing in the background while I was working.
Mm-hmm.
So there might have been some cool stuff, but I mean I may have missed it. But nothing really caught my eye. I don't know about you. I know that like they ended the trailer with which I thought was going to be Hollow Knight, Silk Song for a second, and it's what was it?
Oxenfree 2.
Oxenfree 2, which the first one's like is a very highly regarded game, so I'm sure a lot of people were pretty hyped for that. But I've never played it, so I wasn't really a part of that kind of that hype. But
yeah, I still need to get back and finish that. I bought it, but just never played it.
I think I might have it too, to be honest. So, but did anything kind of catch your eye?
Ollie Worlds.
I knew you would like that.
Yeah, I mean I love Ollie.
Yeah,
and there's 2 games came to the Switch, and that one, the Ollie World, looks pretty cool. What else we got on here? Cris Tales looked pretty cool. Skull, the Hero Slayer, that one
did look cool. I remember that one.
I don't know if there's anything else that really stood out, but House of the Dead's getting a remake. I mean,
that looked kind of
missed that trailer, but
yeah, I remember seeing it. That looks kind of cool. It's like a light gun. I guess if you've never heard of House of the Dead, it's like a light gun kind of game. What I want them to redo. Did you ever play Dead Space Extraction on the Wii?
Put a little bit of it.
Okay, it's like that kind of it's like a light gun
on
game.
rails.
Yeah, on rails. That game was super good, super fun too. Dead Space, they didn't bring that back, but I say that. I feel like I say that like every other week. But
hey, maybe EA, maybe they'll bring it back. I mean, they bring back Skate. That's from the same era.
Yeah, just like a remake. There were so many good like games and sequels like in like the early from 2007 to like 2010. There was like so many good.
That's the golden era.
It really was. Like 360 was probably my favorite console right now at this point. I mean, I love the Switch, but like that era of 360 was something else.
There were just like so many like games like Overlord, just a kind of a weird genre.
Yeah.
But it just worked and it was really fun. I mean, I don't know how well the game did critically, but
it was like solid 7, like 7,
okay.
7.5 ish. Which I mean, I'm cool with it. It was a fun game. It was like a Pikmin meets Diablo. It was super fun.
Pikmin meets hell.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Anything else from that presentation that kind of caught your eye?
Not particularly. I mean, I'm sure I'll pick up 1 or 2 of these games at some point. But Aerial Knights Never Yields, like the kind of side scroller, auto runner, stylish game that played some pretty cool beats. I thought that one was pretty sweet.
I'm having a hard time remembering that one.
It was one of the first ones shown.
Okay.
And then I thought the longing was really interesting in concepts. I don't know if you remember that one, but
yeah, that's actually it's I think it's been out on PC, but it's like it takes place literally over 400 days. But you don't have to play like every day.
It's like an idle game.
Yeah, an idle game, and I think you can. I remember Jeff Gerstmann talking about that on Giant Bomb, and I think he said he ended up like moving time or whatever, like forward, just because he just said he just wanted to see what the end was or something. But yeah, that
because you
game
can
looks
speed up time depending on what you've done to your plays, I think.
Yep. So yeah, I can't remember what he said, like what happened at the end or whatever. But yeah,
I heard it
interesting.
has a
Interesting
pretty
game.
impactful ending from what I've
Yeah,
heard.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
All right. Well, arguably, at least for me, the most exciting showcase of this week was the Resident Evil.
Oh
show.
yeah, yeah. It was solid, like what 20, 25 minutes, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the host was actually pretty tolerable. You know, as a lot of hosts and stuff can kind of be, I don't know what they're like, dumb pun, and I know it's not used the writing and stuff, but like the puns and stuff can kind of be kind of lame. But I thought she did a pretty good. Brittany, was it Brombacher? I know she hosts what's good games, and I actually listened to that podcast, so it's always cool seeing her do stuff like that. But
Nice.
but yeah, I thought the presentation was pretty solid. It was kind of short, sweet, got to the point.
Got a new story trailer. A extremely convoluted demo.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, but I didn't see much new stuff from like gameplay wise, story wise, I guess. I mean, there was kind of some interesting stuff that kind of happened, but it's Resident Evil, so like it doesn't really make sense until you actually play it. But it was cool. It was really cool.
There's a lot of people that say, or that are saying that, you know how like in the very first trailer. So this isn't spoilers, but in the very first trailer, Mia gets killed by Chris.
Yeah.
People are saying that that's like a red herring, that actually doesn't happen in the story.
I mean, Naughty Dog did that with Last of Us 2, where they had like a specific part where Joel was in the place of what's that character's name? The guy that kind of goes with Ellie for a while.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I just can't remember.
Yeah, that was dating Dina before.
Oh,
broke up. What was his name? Super awesome character.
Yeah,
but they had a part that was they switched him out. So like it was like like a red herring. It was put it was done that way, so to avoid spoilers. So yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm surprised games don't do that more often. Like just throw in stuff, and then when you get to that part, you're like, oh my, whoa, that's not what the trailer did.
I think they should, because trailer, like I feel like trailers now give away a whole lot about games and movies. So
yeah, but yeah, it was great seeing everything. I mean, all the characters just look so cool. Lady Dimitrescu.
Let's just say Dimitrescu.
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure we're pronouncing it wrong, but she looks terrifying. And I think it may have been confirmed that she is kind of like a Mr. X style character, where she'll kind of like follow you, which is going to be freaking terrifying, having a 9-foot vampire lady stalking you throughout the castle or wherever she is. So
or exciting, depending on your take on
unless you're a freaky boy.
There's
been so many like it's been crazy. People are obsessed.
Yeah, it's
sexy vampire lady.
Yeah, you kind of love to see it, like the villain get this much love before a game comes out. Like I hope.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks. I cannot wait. Like this is probably my most hyped game that we know about this year for sure. I love Resident Evil so much, so I'm very excited. What else? We got Mercenaries mode got confirmed for it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of back, and I think it added. I never really touched Mercenaries much in the previous games.
Played it on the 3DS, but that was a separate game.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I did.
but it looks like they kind of added some like kind of mutations to the game, like where you pick up like different attribute like increases for like shotguns and I guess there's probably gonna be some other stuff too. So that looks pretty interesting. Kind of wish it was co-op. That would be kind of cool.
Hey, maybe it will be.
Maybe. I would imagine they probably would have confirmed that by now, but
yeah.
But that'll be cool. I'll definitely try that out. Anything else from like the Resident Evil 8 specific stuff that you saw that intrigued you? I guess we can talk about the demo.
Specific. Well, they did, or I guess PlayStation released some more, like a blog post. They released a blog post today talking about Resident Evil Village, and they confirmed that Lady Dimitrescu is kind of like a stalker, like Mr. X, and then I think they confirmed that they had a lot of similarities to Resident Evil 4, just in like finding stuff. Like, in Resident Evil 4, you could shoot shiny stuff on the walls or on statues, and they would fall off. You could pick them up.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Resident Evil Village is going to be like as well. We're going to find stuff like that. I can't remember what else they announced about the game, but they showed some like gameplay gifs, gameplay videos of Lady Dimitrescu following you and nice. ducking under the door and just looking completely huge, and then pulling out her knife fingers, her sword fingers. So yeah, looks really exciting. I mean,
I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be a pretty long game too, because IGN had a 5-hour preview of the game, and they said that it seemed like there was a lot more to it after they played like an hour in the village and 4 hours in the castle. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking what Resident Evil 4, like the first time through, is what, like 15 to 20 hours. So,
yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty long.
If it's something like that, like Resident Evil 8 or excuse me, Resident Evil 7 was like I beat it with like 7 or 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming from like Resident Evil 3, which I mean, I think I beat that under 6 hours my first time through. So yeah, I wouldn't mind like a longer Resident Evil game. I'm definitely gonna play it more than once. So I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, we know that much. Oh, I cannot wait to get to the credits and then just see all this stuff.
That's the best part. Like when all this stuff like unlocks and you get like the typewriter and like the rocket launch. Like that's like my favorite part about Resident Evil. So yeah. And 7, like they had such cool like posts, like the running shoes and like the saw blade and stuff, like it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Tommy gun that you can unlock, like the Tommy gun in the very beginning.
You think you're gonna 100% this game?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a reasonable 100%.
Yeah, and they're not like none of them are that's get all the bobbleheads or whatever like the collectible is. This one is, what is it? I know it's already been announced.
Elephants?
Maybe. It's something, yeah. It's something like that. You shoot and they disappear or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that, and then beating on professional mode, all that stuff. So definitely excited for it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the demo, because I wasn't necessarily angry, but like like PS5 owners have already gotten the maiden demo, which it's not like a full-on demo. It's kind of like a very coin demo from like Resident Evil 7, where there's no combat or anything, but just the fact that they get another early access to it kind of irritated me a little bit.
It's like, why would you have demo exclusivity but not game exclusivity?
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know what the deal is with that at all, but yeah, the whole like time frame thing like is weird.
8-hour time frame to play it, and you can only play 30 minutes. Yeah, and that time is already passed. I think there's gonna be another one with the castle.
Yeah,
like next week or later this week or something. But
yeah, for PS5 owners and PS4 owners, right? And then I think May 1st and 2nd is when
Series X
everything else gets the demo.
Yeah.
So very weird, a little irritating, just because I mean, I just want to play it. That's the biggest thing. But also, I mean, we talked about it before. Like, I freaking hate exclusivities, and it's not necessarily an exclusivity. Like, it's just a demo. But it's still irritating. Especially they've already got one. PS5 owners have, so like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
You're feeling a little left
just
out.
A demo. I'm feeling a little left out, and it's just a demo. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like it's additional gameplay or anything like that. But it's still frustrating. I just want to play it, man. I just want to play it.
Well, question for you. So I guess once the demo comes out, you'll have a choice of I think playing an hour in one location or doing 30 minutes in the village and castle. Do you know which one you're going to go with?
I'll probably try both, right? I mean, just 30 minutes each. I mean, I'm fine with that. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
Yeah, just to see how it is, see it, like what's kind of different. Because I imagine like the outdoor is probably going to be more gunplay, I'd imagine, and then like the indoor, like maybe more puzzles. That's just my thought. But
more puzzles and sneaking around.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm ready, man. I'm so ready for it. I might stream the whole thing too, just for funsies.
Yeah. Stream your first 5 playthroughs. I think that'd be good.
I'll probably beat it in 5 playthroughs.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so much fun. That was kind of it, other than kind of the surprise.
Whoa, we got before the big surprise, we did get a trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness.
Oh yeah. That looks pretty cool. It's like the CG movie coming to
the old Netflix.
Is it a series or is it a movie?
I thought it was a movie.
I think it is. But yeah, it's coming exclusively to Netflix. It's got your boy Leon in it, Claire. Now, Claire. My question is, so it's not spoilers, it's just from the trailer. Like, there's an outbreak in the White House. And you have to get in. The president is Ashley from Resident Evil 4. I think it takes place 2 years after 4. The beginning of Resident Evil 6, there's an outbreak in the White House, and you play as Leon. I wonder if they're going to retcon this Resident Evil 6, or if this is just kind of the same.
Is that how Leon? Wait, I played through Leon's story. I don't remember an outbreak in the White House.
Yeah, there's because the president gets, spoilers for Resident Evil 6 at the very beginning, but like the president gets killed and gets turned into a zombie. So I don't know. Maybe are they going to retcon 6, the most important Resident Evil game?
Did anything else significant happen in Resident Evil 6? Like, I know Jill was kind of bad, right?
That was 5. 5, Wesker put like some sort of like device on Jill that controlled her.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, we'll see if they retcon it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because they specifically mentioned 2 years after Resident Evil 4 is what they say in the trailer. Or like what the announcer guy says. So yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. I'll watch it.
Onto the big announcement.
Yeah, you wanna start it off?
Yeah, we got to look at Resident Evil 4. And you thought it had come to every platform, but you forgot about one, and that is the Oculus Quest 2. Resident Evil 4 coming first person on the Oculus Quest 2. Play through the whole game, I'm assuming. They showed some gameplay. You have your like mechanical reloads where you have to reload yourself.
Yeah.
You can flip your guns and knives in the air, just like any cool Oculus Quest game or any cool VR game. I'm pumped, man. I cannot wait to play through this stupid game again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm excited, just because it's Resident Evil 4. And we kind of speculated, are they gonna like announce like the remake or whatever? But so we got this instead, I guess. But yeah, as someone who my daughter has an Oculus Quest 2, we already have it, so I'm excited to purchase it and play it. And I'll probably let her play it too, just because it's nothing. I mean, it's rated M, but it's like just kind of blood and stuff. There's nothing crazy in it. So
yeah, there's
that I remember. But yeah, dude, Resident Evil 4, man, VR, how cool! What a nice surprise.
Yeah, like this is kind of as good as it gets. Like, I know people really want, a remade Resident Evil 4, but this completely changes the game itself. I mean,
Yeah,
this isn't just like a reskin or anything. This is completely changing the fundamentals of Resident Evil 4 and kind of bringing it to a new audience. And it's perfect for it because they don't have to necessarily improve the graphics or like all that much, because the Oculus Quest can't even handle like such high capacity graphics. But
yeah,
it's kind of the perfect fit. So
yeah, I mean, and this, I mean, arguably, I would say the Wii version is probably the best Resident Evil game, Resident Evil version. I just love. That's probably one of the very few games where I love the motion control in it, just because it kind of like gets away from like the kind of the tank controls kind of that Resident Evil 4 has. And it kind of makes it a little bit better to play. So this could be the best version of RE4. Who would have thought on a VR?
I know.
So we'll see. We will see.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out.
There's going to be like a Facebook or Oculus showcase this week. I think it's like the 21st or 22nd, and they're going to give some more details and potentially a release date on this game. So
yeah, I'm thinking probably. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to come out this year at some point, maybe like September, October release date. So I mean that could be really cool.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Last up, we didn't talk about it, but at least I don't think we did. But PlayStation had said that they were going to discontinue the PS3 and PS Vita stores. Taking it offline. You could still re-download stuff if you needed to. So your stuff wasn't lost forever, but you can no longer buy those games anymore from the store, which led to a lot of like, let a lot of people being upset because I mean, I guess the biggest fear of digital only is stuff like this. I mean, and the PS3, PlayStation Vita aren't super old. They just got discontinued or whatever, within the last 5 or 6 years, I think. Or well, I don't know when PS3 got discontinued, but anyways, they're not super old. So a lot of people were pretty upset about that, especially like the preservation of games, especially digital wise. A lot of people were upset, which is totally, a totally valid reason to be upset. Just because I mean, what's to say in 10 years, like, the Xbox One store or the Xbox store is going to go away or something like that. So I mean, who knows? We're kind of like on the cusp of going straight digital versus physical. So a lot of people are kind of wary. Like I know a lot of people still want physical items. So, but to continue the story, they have kind of done a 180 and said that they're no longer going to do that, to discontinue the stores, which is good because I mean you have stuff like the PlayStation Go, like the PSP Go, whatever, that's just digital only. So imagine,
it's tough.
Imagine, someone finding that thing at like a Goodwill or some sort of, like game store, and they buy it, and then they go to use it, and they can't access the store
buy
anymore.
anything.
So like that sucks.
Of course, I don't know if the are the PSP stores and the PS Vita stores the same, because I think they might be discontinuing PSP stores still. Slash PS Go.
I don't know that question. That's a good one. I imagine they're probably this. Well, no.
I think in their release they said that they were keeping PS3 and Vita alive, but they were still discontinuing PSP store.
Which is
had a store, right?
It did have a store. That's better for me because all those games are compatible anyways, right? Are they? I think they are, right? You can play PSP games on PS Vita if you download them from the store. I mean, obviously they had that.
I think you should be able to.
They had that weird like UMD disc or whatever it was. PSP, by the way, just a super cool like handheld, but just didn't have like a ton of great games on it.
I do not remember a lot of games from the PSP era. I don't think there were that many.
I remember just getting Dynasty Warriors and like kind of hating it
because it ran pretty poorly.
Yeah, I always kind of wanted a Vita though, play that. The God of War games on PSP were really good, like the Ghost of Sparta and stuff. Those are actually really good God of War games for being handheld. And I've always kind of wanted to try that Uncharted Golden Abyss game too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good that they decided not to do that. Because like I said, I mean, they're not super old consoles, especially the Vita.
Vita's not that old.
No, not at all. So good to see the preservation of those stores for people that want to go back and buy, and just for the preservations of digital games.
Yeah, it's always good to have a choice whether you want to, go physical or go digital. And like discontinuing kind of takes away the agency of players, and I don't know. It was just a bad look, and I don't think PlayStation thought there was going to be as big of a reaction as there was. But
yeah,
but people are passionate about, like, they're passionate about older games for sure. I mean,
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah.
And just go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I mean, there are definitely people who are still playing on a PS3 and PS Vita, of course, but like people are still like downloading stuff from the PS3 store and PS Vita stores. Like,
yeah,
it sucked to be one of them and basically get told that you can't buy anything else after a certain period. So glad they kind of switch gears.
Yeah, definitely. And just it just kind of continues on, like just the weird messaging that PlayStation's been putting out here since like the launch of the PS5. I don't know, just some of the choices they've made. And we were talking about that before, like Microsoft, tried to up the price of Xbox Live Gold, which I think was probably just a ploy to try to, or a strategy maybe to get people to just say, hey, like just pay for Ultimate and you get Gold included. I think that was probably the strategy.
But that was dumb too. Like,
yeah, it was dumb. It was crazy to double the year to $120. That was just absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
And we talked about that before, but yeah, I mean, but it's good when companies listen to their consumers at the end of the day, and
have humility and can be humble.
Yeah, be like, oh yeah, it was a mistake. Let's switch that back. Sorry about that, guys. So, but yeah, anything else that you can think of happened this week?
No, kind of a big week though. Not a lot happened.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think I'm just trying to look real quick to see if there's anything else that happened today that we might have missed.
I think PlayStation's rollback was the biggest thing, but
yeah. Have you watched any of? I guess to kind of move it to TV and stuff for a minute. Have you watched any of I always say Captain Falcon, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
Okay.
How have you watched it?
Have you watched WandaVision at all too?
Yeah. Okay. I watched all that one.
Dude, Captain Falcon. The Falcon is really good. It's super. It's always weird after coming from like the Avengers, where you have like all these superheroes, and then you kind of go back to like two guys. Obviously, like the Falcon is not super powered or anything. He's just got like his his suit or whatever.
He's got a suit.
And then like the Winter Soldier, Bucky. He's got like his he's super powered, but he's got like his metal arm. So going back to them and the people that they're fighting, it's like, where's everyone else? Like, where are the other Avengers? Like, they could, if they were to come into play,
they could take him out with
that's always been kind of the weird thing of those movies. It's like whenever they have like the standalone Iron Man movie or whatever movie it is, it's like, what are the other Avengers doing? So it's weird, but it's really good though. It's only 6 episodes.
That's it. There's only 6 like in total.
Yeah, 6 in total. So it's really short, but it's been really, really good. And they actually I didn't expect them to do this, but they they make it a point to say, okay, I guess spoiler for Avengers if you haven't seen it in game. At the very end, like, Captain America like gives his shield to the Falcon, whatever, and it says, "Hey, I want you to be the next Captain America." But kind of like the plot of this show is he doesn't want to be Captain America. He wants to retire the shield, and they kind of play into the fact that, he's a black guy, he's a black superhero, and with everything that's going on in America lately, with ongoing racism and cop violence and stuff like that, they really play into the show too, which is really cool.
Wow.
So I did not expect that from Disney. Which, I mean, it's not like they're a, I don't know the word, but it's not like they don't touch on like, injustice and stuff like that in America, or, anything like that. But it's cool that they incorporated that into this season, because it's very much real. And it makes a lot of sense when they bring it up too. So it's cool. But yeah, great show. Looking forward to the last episode airing on Friday. But yeah, good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I need to watch it. I'll probably start this weekend. Do you have Disney Plus, or not Disney? Obviously you have Disney Plus. Do you have Apple Plus by chance?
I don't know.
There's a show called Mythic Quest. Okay. And it's actually co-produced by Ubisoft.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I don't know if you've ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've seen some episodes. That's pretty funny.
But Mac from It's Always Sunny, he's the main character and the producer on the show. But it's about a game studio that's made a game called Mythic Quest, and it's like an MMORPG. Yeah. And they like had just released their expansion called something like Blood Banquet or something, or Bloody Banquet. And it's super funny, but it just kind of goes through like all of the random things that'll happen to an MMO. Like in one episode, they had a huge influx in Nazi players, and they were kind of like flooding their servers. So they were trying to figure out how to like get the Nazis out of the game.
That's funny.
Yeah. Wow. So I would recommend it if anyone has Apple Plus. Not that there's normally a big incentive to get Apple Plus, because there's not too much on there, but
yeah, my buddy, he gave me his HBO Max stuff. So like I watched all of like the Godzilla like all those movies. I thought the first Godzilla movie and the King Kong movie were awesome. I didn't really like Kong versus Godzilla, or like King or Godzilla.
King of the Monsters.
Yeah, I thought those were kind of cheesy. I don't know, they didn't hold up as well. Like I thought like Godzilla was like a fantastic like monster movie, because like you don't ever really get like a glimpse of what they truly look like until kind of like the very end. And then in like Godzilla King of the Monsters, there's just monsters all over the place and they're just destroying everything. And King Kong is like a really, really solid movie as well. But I'm excited for Mortal Kombat. It's coming out Friday on HBO Max.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to watch that.
Yeah.
Just to see how it is.
I'll watch it too.
Just because like, I mean, video game movies are like notoriously bad.
So I mean, this game's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Have
you seen the Monster Hunter movie by chance?
No. Is it on HBO Max?
I don't think it is, but I haven't seen it either. I heard it was like god awful. Like
I want to watch it.
It makes no sense, but whatever.
I want to watch that in the Resident Evil movies.
Have you seen them all?
I've only seen the first one or two.
Really? Oh my god, they're awful, but they're fun to watch.
Okay.
It makes no sense. Like they don't follow the plot of like the games at all, which is fine. But yeah, they're pretty stupid. And I feel like the director, Paul W.S. Anderson, I feel like he's probably one of the worst directors like in history. Just like his movies are kind of bad. He directed Monster Hunter as well. So
great.
And he's married to Mila, whatever her name is, last name is, and
Wait, they're married?
Yeah, they're married. So she stars in
all of his bad movies.
Yeah, well, yeah, all of his terrible movies. So.
I had no idea. I was wondering why she loves playing video game movie characters.
Yeah, which I
But
mean, she's an okay actress or whatever. Like, what that's what it is. But yeah, the Resident Evil movies, like the first one, I think is pretty good for like what it is,
mhm.
and then the rest of them are just like utter nonsense and just
That's kind of what I'm in for
over the
though.
top, like slow motion kind of thing,
Gotcha.
which is fine. You know, it's supposed to be stupid, so it's cool.
Hopefully the Resident Evil movie, like the live action movie that's coming out, I think
Yeah,
later this year. Hopefully that one's pretty good. Welcome to
yeah, I hope
Raccoon
so.
City.
Yeah, I kind of have high hopes for that one. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be solid.
High hopes for a video game movie is it's like an oxymoron.
Yeah, exactly. But that is going to do the show this week, guys. My voice is about to completely give out.
Yeah, mine too.
So yeah, appreciate everyone that caught the show live, that's been downloading it. Definitely appreciate you guys. If you could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, that would be absolutely fantastic. Actually haven't checked that recently.
I haven't either.
But yeah, that would be great. Spread the show, man. If you have friends that are into video games, into podcasts, let them know about the show. And Nick, where can they follow us over on Twitter at?
They can follow us at GamingWTBros on Twitter. We also have a website, gamingwiththebros.com.
Yep.
And then if you want to email us any questions or anything, you can do that on either one of those outlets, or you can email us at gamingwiththebros@yahoo.com.
Yeah. And we usually do like weekly polls, stuff like that. Send us questions, anything like that. It's a good time. It's a good time,
man.
But that is going to do the show. Nick, any final thoughts for this week?
Oh, well, I just hope everyone who's been able to play the Resident Evil Village demo has had a good time. You're in an elite club, but yeah, we'll all catch up with you one day. You know.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. You lucky PS5 owners.
And PS4.
And PS4.
Yeah.
I guess technically we could go play, right? We have PS4s.
Oh shit! Yeah, we
could. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, I'm not gonna play right now.
Wait, no, you can't, because
wait.
It's just that demo. It's just that 8 hour.
Yeah. Dang it, we could have played. Oh well, I can wait. It's fine. It's fine.
Whatever.
All right, guys. We will see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.